CIA informant Kevin Shipp claims that the shadow government subtly control Washington by controlling our chosen authorities in Congress and the White House. The shadow government are imperceptible, unelected individuals who owe no loyalty or obligation to the general population of the United States. They control chosen government authorities in the background to do the further the motivation of the New World Order. The shadow government controls the profound state and controls our chosen government in the background, Shipp cautioned in at a current meeting. TheClothesline.com reports, Shipp had a progression of slides clarifying how the profound state and shadow government works and in addition the awful violations they are submitting against U.S. citizens. Some of the disclosures the previous CIA against fear-based oppression counter-insight officer uncovered incorporated that Google Earth was set up through the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and Intel. Indeed, he is right, the CIA and NGA possessed the organization Google procured, Keyhole Incorporated, paying an undisclosed entirety for the organization to transform its tech into what we now know as Google Earth. Another inquisitive financial specialist in Keyhole Incorporated was none other than the investment firm In-Q-Tel Keep running by the CIA as per an official statement at the time. Shipp likewise revealed that the organization known as the Joint Special Ops Command, JSOC, is the president's mystery armed force which he can use for mystery deaths, upsetting governments and things the American individuals don't think about. FBI warrantless pursuits disregard the Fourth Amendment with national security letters, which Shipp noted empowers them to stroll into your manager's office and request all your monetary records, and on the off chance that he or she says anything in regards to them being there they can put your administrator in prison or drop a body of evidence against themselves utilizing the state's secret privilege law. The best of the shadow government is the National Security Agency and the Central Intelligence Agency, Shipp said. Shipp communicated that the CIA was made through the Council on Foreign Relations with no congressional endorsement, and generally the CFR is additionally tied into the predominant press, MSM. He explained that the CIA was the focal hub of the shadow government and controlled all of other 16 inside offices regardless of the presence of the DNI. The office likewise controls protection and knowledge temporary workers, can control the president and political choices, has the ability to begin wars, dormant, start upsets, and submit false banner assaults, he said. As Shipp expressed, the CIA was made through official request by then-President Harry Truman by the marking of the National Security Act of 1947. As indicated by Shipp, the profound state is involved the military modern complex, inside contractual workers, protection temporary workers, MIC lobbyist, Wall St. Seaward Records, Federal Reserve, IMF/World Bank, Treasury, foreign lobbyists, and central banks. In the stunning, touchy introduction, Shipp went ahead to express that there are more than 10,000 mystery destinations in the U.S. that shaped after 9/11. There are 1,291 mystery government offices, 1,931 extensive private enterprises and more than 4,800,000 Americans that he is aware of who have a mystery freedom, and 854,000 who have top-secret leeway, clarifying they transferred ownership of their lives bound by an ascension. He additionally point by point how Congress is claimed by the military-industrial complex through the Congressional Armed Services Committee, 48 senior individuals from Congress, giving those individuals cash as an end result of a vote on the spending bill for the military and inside spending plan. He even addressed what he called the mystery knowledge modern complex, which he called the focal point of the shadow government including the CIA, NSA, NRO, and NGA. Shipp additionally expressed that around the mystery insight mechanical complex you have the enormous 5 aggregate of knowledge contractual workers, Leidos Holdings, CSRA, COSI, SAIC, and Booz Allen Hamilton. He noticed that the work they do is top mystery and unreported. The informant commented that these inside temporary workers are responsible to nobody including Congress, reverberating the expressions of Senator Daniel Inouye when he himself blew the shriek on the shadow government amid the Iran-Contra hearings in 1987. At the time Inouye communicated that the shadow government had its own financing component, shadowy Navy and Air Force opportunity to seek after its own objectives free from all balanced governance and free from the law itself. Shipp additionally included that the shadow government and chose government were amidst an obvious icy war. So who is Shipp, and would he say he is dependable as an informant? Does he have certifications for the CIA? AIM.org composed. Shipp held a few abnormal state positions in the CIA. He was allotted as a defensive specialist for the Director of Central Intelligence, a counterintelligence agent, a counterterrorism center officer, a group pioneer shielding touchy CIA resources from death, a chief of high-chance defensive operations, a lead teacher for individuals from United Governments, an inward staff security agent, and a polygraph inspector. He was entrusted with shielding the CIA from outside operator infiltration and the head of preparing for the CIA government police compel. Mr. Shipp worked as program chief for the Department of State, Diplomatic Security, and Anti-Terrorism Assistance Worldwide Police Preparing Program. He is the beneficiary of 2 CIA Meritorious Unit citations, 3 Exceptional Performance Awards, and a medallion for abroad clandestine operations. He is the creator of From the Company of Shadows, CIA Operations and the War on Terrorism. Shipp noted he was working with previous NSA informant William Binney, yet didn't state what the two were dealing with together. Shipp is very solid and may simply be the most elevated amount informant. This hole is enormous. He has been beforehand specified in the New York Times for blowing the shriek on the abuse of him and his family when they were placed in a form-sullied home. He is likewise specified in a WikiLeaks link amid the GI files that I could uncover. Is this the start of informants approaching to end the shadow government and profound state? You can watch Shipp's full unstable introduction underneath.